Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I want to thank you for tuning in right now with one-on-one comedian Fredo Davis. I'm here with Shackk Double D, comedian extraordinaire, black business entrepreneur. I'm just bullshit. I don't really talk like that. This is my man Shackk Double D.
You feel me?
This is one-on-one with comedian Fredo Davis. This is a show, unlike a podcast. I had to talk to my comedian brothers that's doing things around the independent contractors. Some tear up the road, but this right here is the up close and personal with comedians that really do this shit and thriving out here. You know, you provide a platform for other people to come jump on. So this is where we give back and give that business talk. You know, because you changed your whole game up since we run around auditioning and not getting them. You know, that was shit.
You gotta learn, but don't stay on a hamster wheel forever, young comedians. All right?
Yeah.
You gotta learn. You know what I'm saying? If your way ain't working, man, you gotta switch up your hustle.
True. Become a true businessman with this shit. When you say businessman, you talk about the headshots, the resume bios, the business cards, because you got to keep talking till they know your name, till you don't have to keep introducing yourself, right?
Exactly, man.
Yeah, this shit is a crazy hustle. But also, I want you to tell the people more about your all-black comedy show.
Right. All Black Comedy Show, man. It's a dream of mine. I put it together. And things that I love, comedy and black people, you know, inviting everybody to the cookout wasn't working. So I said, hell, All Black Comedy Show. You feel me? Something for us. You ain't got to dress up and be Hollywood and none of that shit. Just come out, all the players and all the hustlers, man. I'm trying to build a black man's heaven. You feel me? So black comedians can come out, talk their shit without worrying about being canceled or none of that shit. Talk your shit, man.
Yes, sir.
All Black Comedy Show.
And you're great. You're great with talking shit. You're a professional asshole by day, or is that night? I don't know.
I mean,
you always been my favorite.
I used to be ranked #1 for stressing black women out in the South.
My man!
You feel me?
They can't get enough scratch.
Yeah, man.
Scratch them out till they period come on.
Yeah, man. You feel me?
I'm anxiety. I can't breathe when I'm around you.
You feel me? You know, some men, you know, either a lesson or a blessing. When I was young, I was a lesson to these hoes. You feel me?
Talk that shit, man.
You dig?
Give them that street gospel,
you know
man.
I'm saying? She got to learn and somebody got to teach her. So, you know, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to set her straight.
Hey, they say you spare the hand, you spoil the bitch.
You feel me? God damn, that's cold, my nigga.
Those views are not brought to you by Shackk Double D or the All Black Comedy Show. Those views are brought by the nigga who wrote them jokes.
Nah, but on some real shit though, it ain't niggas trying to be too humble and too good these days. You feel me? Like it was never about that. You know what I'm saying? Like be great. You know what I'm saying? Be awesome. You know what I'm saying? And just be real. Be real great. Goddamn it. That's what I say. For real. And being real. It ain't about, you know, nothing ignorant. It could be if that's really you.
Yeah.
You feel me? But being real is just honesty.
Yeah.
Even if you a nerd and you being you a real motherfucker because you being honest.
So I think the key thing is just never stop being an asshole. Yeah. If you start to see it from her where you getting kind of soft.
Exactly. I mean, that's how you win though. Like
when you lose your man voice, you lost.
Pretty women like assholes because in most cases they assholes too. You feel me?
Yeah.
And then, you know what
I've been through my share of pretty women.
So, and then women, you know, a lot of women, they perceive niceness as weakness. So, you know, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
if you're a weak man, you know, your niceness, you're not really nice, you just weak, and that's a manipulation tactic.
Yeah.
I'm saying being nice is when you a cold mother, you know what I'm saying, when you a vicious dude, when you really a savage, but you taking, you know, making exception for a person and treating them right, treating a woman right.
Yeah.
That's nice.
I heard those in R&B songs. You know, they want to give her the sun, the moon, the stars, the mountains. You don't own none of that shit, nigga. You fuck around being victim with all that goofy shit you talking about.
And you put that woman first, you train her that you come last.
You better go look at that Jaheim video.
Yeah,
and that lost all this hair.
Nigga fell off like a bad bag of dope.
Diesel, that Frank Lucas.
Yeah. You know, as a man, you know, put yourself first, because if you ain't right, nigga, none of this shit makes sense.
That's true. Get off your ass and on your feet if you plan to eat out here, nigga. And you got a family to feed, nigga. Yeah. Can't be taking no wooden nickels. You know what I'm saying?
Real shit, man. You got the nothing you do, you should do small. Do everything big, man. Like I learned when I was young, man. If you're gonna be a monkey, you might as well be a gorilla, man. Don't sign up to be a little chimp. You feel me?
Yeah.
Do it goddamn big, and goddamn, you know what I'm saying? Just, you know, separate yourself from the suckers. And it's not about what you say, it's about what you do.
Yeah.
Because all the suckers, they know the real nigga lines, and they use them on women, and they fuck it up.
Yeah.
When we go to use our real lines, and then they
She
say,
said, I heard that
yeah. But she don't know. Yeah, some suck ass nigga, but he don't move.
Dropping on you in the club.
Yeah, they try to hang around us, get up under us, steal our lines, and you know.
Or become us, become the whole character of us. They don't have no individuality, and they get in.
But
the
a lot of things about, you know, just say even in our game, comedians that still, you might can get that one joke, one line, one premise, but you can't steal another man's whole perspective.
Man, he stole a nigga whole persona. If you look at this guy, you like, hey man, that nigga don't think. Damn, nigga, you that nigga, but you ain't that nigga.
Yeah,
you still out there washing dishes. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. But
people can tell when you ain't for real about what you do.
Yeah,
you know what I'm talking about. You don't do it effortlessly.
I watch you day in and day out on Twitter, Facebook, and giving the people the street gospel. You can tell the people more about what street gospel is.
Ghetto gospel, I just bring the news with my point of view.
My fault.
You feel me?
Because I'm street.
Yeah, and it's just like harsh lessons, and you know, and if you know, mix harsh lessons with joke, it's easier to accept. You feel me? Everybody don't, you know what I'm saying? I shoot straight. But like if you don't, and you try to appeal to everybody, then you water down your message. I'm talking to who I'm talking to. If you don't get it, forget it. You feel me? It's not for you. You know. If you don't feel me, then.
Oh, you say a lot of good stuff, bro.
Yeah.
You rock a lot of households with that.
Exactly, man. But I ain't into people pleasing. You know what I'm saying? I fuck with myself, so it's an option for you to like me.
That's how you win, though.
Yeah.
You ain't into people pleasing, so you ain't out here just chasing it, the stats and all the fake fame and shit that come with it.
Man, anybody watching this, you should know that it's a market for real shit. And you ain't gotta, you know what I'm saying, bend and censor yourself for everything, man. You can make it to the top of your, field being you. You know what I'm talking about? Everybody else is taking up, so be you. You dig?
Yeah, before you fall off like a bad bag of dope.
You know what I'm saying? Like a nigga that putting that woman first. You know what I'm saying?
You got a lot of hell of the ghetto gospel sayings, man.
Yeah.
You want to spit a couple to the people?
Oh, man,
when you write your book, they already know what to look for?
Well, I use my comedic muscle every day, so it just premise.
What about that one saying you got? I'm going down like a fat bitch with no knees.
It's going down like a fat bitch with no knees. That's what I talk about. That's how I promote my show. That I talk.
Doing a great job, Damani Davis.
Thank you so much. Fredo,
the hair
Davis.
of the Davis Inc. That means you're the next in line, right?
Yeah, because I have more hair than you.
You got more hair than your mama too.
He the secret. You stupid as fuck, dog.
You gotta stay sharp right here.
You stupid, dog.
So after that little commercial break by our sponsors, brought to you by nigga who drank all the Hennessy, we're back with Shackk Double D, all black comedy show, ghetto gospel. This brother's a writer, poet, comedian / father. He entrepreneur, great brother in the game. Hey man, and you having a great comedy career right now because I like what you're doing over there at Comedy Hype. Who's one of your favorite comedians that inspired you to get on this path of greatness, man?
Well, I like the comedians that ruffle feathers. You know what I'm saying? I like the comedians that go hard. You know what I'm saying? As I started doing comedy, shit changed. But like before I was into comedy, just growing up, I'm gonna just tell the truth. Through inspiration, it was Bernie Mac. Like I watched his set on Def Jam, and I just, I asked my cousins. I was like, "These niggas get paid for this?" You know what I'm saying? Like, and I just was like, "Bruh, this shit is awesome."
Yeah.
And I just wanted to do that shit ever since then. And then once I started doing comedy, you feel me? I knew what comedy was, and not just I know after seeing comedy taped and seeing it live and then seeing it on TV, I understand the game that, laugh tracks can make a nigga funnier than they really are.
Right. Then they eat it in the comedy club and like.
Yeah, I love the comics that ruffle feathers. Shout out to all the bad guys like, Cat Williams, you feel me? TK Kirkland, that's my dog, you know what I'm saying? Hey, that nigga wore my hoodie too.
You was rocking with him at Uptown, I remember that,
that's
that weekend.
Nigga.
I was like, that's a crazy weekend.
Yeah.
And then, that shit sold out.
That was my first feature. And the first time I was booked in the comedy club.
Yeah.
You know, featuring for TK and
You speaking your mind out there.
Miss anybody Corey Holcomb.
Yeah.
You talking about, and then you know I do comedy too. Like so, I got you know what I'm saying comics that I really fuck with that I know. You know what I mean? You know, this nigga nigga. You know what I'm saying? Fredo Davis, dog. Nigga, I knew who you was before I started doing comedy. You know what I'm saying? So. That like I seen you doing your Comic View shit, you know what I'm saying? So
that was
really
food stamp out there.
Yeah, that was food stamp. But I'm saying that
man.
really like I knew you was an asshole from your set. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So I knew like me and you ain't never had an awkward moment since I came on the scene, started doing comedy. You embraced me. You know, first time I'm gonna tell you, I don't know if you ever heard this story. The first time I ever ripped, right? What was that? Throwbacks.
Yeah, well, that should be an Animal House.
Yeah,
Carlos Miller hosted, right?
Yeah, that's what Carlos. You feel me? I ain't bring Carlos up in one of my favorite, Carlos and Smoke. So you know,
set it off. I always had
my people
to support the black designers and black clothing guys. Like he got merchandise. You always comedians as young black businessmen. You want to have that merchandise, man. You know what I'm saying? That'll take you a step further and just comedy than just going home with whatever that little bit of money they pay you. Because I heard what they was giving Charleston White at a couple of shows was insulting. He was paying that man like he was a little boy.
Oh yeah,
$50 a show, and nigga y'all doing casinos and theaters.
Damn,
Ouch.
pimping.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was talking about the first night I ripped. Let me tell you about it. Like, cause niggas used to go in there and bomb, cause they ain't give a fucking throwbacks. TVs used to be on there playing football, but Carlos used to be ripping that shit. You know what I'm saying? Vets would go in there and get some laughs. But you know, I was a new nigga. I used to always go up first. Carlos used to introduce me, be like, "Hey, Shackk finna come up here and cuss y'all out." You know, cause how my shit is, and I was. You know, I ain't disappointed. I came up there one night, and the first shit I said. That shit hit. You feel me? I ain't even have a set then. I was just trying to find my way.
Yeah. But
the first thing I said hit. I don't even remember what I said. But after that shit hit, everything hit. Nigga, I got off stage and you was like, boy, that was good shit, nigga. Yeah. Hey, you got a set now, boy. Everything you say, nigga, I want you to say that shit Wednesday in Augusta. You remember that shit?
Yeah, because that's all I like.
What was that shit called?
I had alter egos. I had some little shout out to Joe King. They liked them there. Yeah, okay. But I had like 3 clubs in Augusta, so I had like Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I was doing Augusta cleaning up.
Yeah.
But yeah, I wanted to bring you to all the spots. I had to come and draft young talent, because when you got rooms out of town, you gotta know new talent. You gotta know who can handle what and do what. So like a comedian, your job ain't never really done. You gotta scout the new hottest thing, bring them to your show. And like me, well, as I seen like now, everything is damn near turning into open mic. I don't like open mic niggas on my main show. If I got a room during the course of the week or in the early part of the week, yeah, you can go up because I got the time set, and the people that know when I got a major act coming up is around this time. You know what I'm saying? So some people fall through like that, but you know, I don't like that open mic feeling, because them niggas that open mic don't know themselves yet, and they be sounding like a nigga, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and then they be wasting time. I don't like when a comic come up there with no material. Yeah. And it's like, you know, you're not the host, so don't be doing crowd work unless, you know what I'm saying, do that in special. Like, that ain't real comedy, crowd work. How long you been married? That's hosting. You feel me? Leave that to the host. When you get on stage, you gotta have clips and ammo, jokes ready to tell. You feel me?
I find myself, because I host a lot too, that shit like that becoming a part of your set. I don't like that. I don't like when my hosting set like in my head, I got to stop and get out that hosting shit, because I start talking to the crowd. I don't want to talk to the fucking crowd. I want to do my 20-minute set. You know, shit like that. So I understand that. You know, being a vet, you're gonna swag in and out. And then, like, I got a problem with now, like, everywhere you ain't supposed to headline, like. You go on stage and you get in your bag, you get your new jokes off, you throw them a couple of classics, next thing you know, it's 40 minutes.
Yeah, comedy, this the only profession that we gotta practice in public. You feel me? You can't just doing your jokes in the mirror really not gonna get it. Yeah. You gotta get a reaction from the crowd.
So with that being said, have you ever been booed before?
No, I've never been booed before, but I've definitely had some crowds that didn't enjoy me. Full of women. You feel me? It wasn't booed.
Well, women are very opinionated.
They were just ad-libbing and women, no, he didn't. Like,
But those the ones that you was talking about. It hit home.
Yeah, I done had a man check his old lady in the middle of my set, right? Yeah. I'm talking my shit, and she was like, ew, boo. He was like, nah, chill out. That nigga funny as fuck.
Yeah.
Nigga, I ain't even had to
He ain't really talk about you unless he talk about you.
Yeah.
He don't know you personally. And they can say whatever the fuck he want. I've been in a couple of dog fights because of that shit. Speaking my mind at shows. So now I tamed it down. People say shit to me, I just look away and start telling them a whole nother joke.
Yeah, mine was never like, I never got no boo. It was just like motherfuckers didn't like that shit, you know?
Yeah, and you gonna have those nights.
Yeah, and that was my, it wasn't worst bomb. It was like really, it was a memorable bomb. No, my bombs are memorable. They're like, it's not like, nigga, you not funny. It's like, nigga, you too wild for this crowd.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my bombs. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like one night I was at Apache, OD was hosting, and it was like a variety show. It wasn't just a comedy show.
So you got them poets, them earthly motherfuckers
guess
that
who I
smell
went up
mustard
behind?
with the oils on.
I went up behind Georgia Me.
Oh boy, yeah. That was
A feminist and she a legend. She ripped that motherfucker.
Georgia Me is on.
Georgia Me, they came there to see Georgia Me that night.
Yeah.
It was her crowd. And then after Georgia Me did her thing, killed that shit in her style, like the way she do, I came up. OD did it on purpose. He knew what he was doing. He was like,
I was gonna blame the host too.
yeah.
We're gonna let that
Nah, but on some real shit, OD, he did that shit. If y'all know OD, he did that shit to entertain himself.
If she the headliner,
She came up, had all the women feeling like they was motherfucking Queen of Sheba, and you know what I'm saying?
I remember Queen Sheba. I did a couple of shows with Queen
Then
Sheba.
I got up there talking about 2 D's for a double dose of these pimping, and bitch, you should have fucked the nigga that got a car. You know what I'm saying? They like, what? You don't get the fuck out. But I did my shit.
Yeah, because they poets and shit. You know, they just heard all that positive shit.
And I think OD was the only nigga laughing that night. Everybody else was
because he know you. You know,
get your ass out of here.
Yeah, but you know, to each his own. Every crowd, you know, is different. You know what I'm saying? I found myself like that when I'm on a Caribbean tour. You know, doing my thing. They got a different type of background. I stand up and I spit my shit regardless whether you like me or not. You gonna know me.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Because this is the way I think. I ain't, you know, I can't be phony with it. I gotta talk about my life experience and what hit home with me. And, you know, if it's funny to you, it's funny to you. If it ain't, I still get paid. It's a business. You know what I'm saying? And comedians gotta learn their worth in this shit. Niggas get around this bitch like $40 horse.
Yeah.
You can't offer me no $50 in no New Millennium, nothing.
Exactly. That's why I do what I do. All Black Comedy Show. I got my own self, booked myself out for the year. Cause like a lot of comedians, I say Shackk double D, 2 D's for a double dose of this pimping. I gotta be for real about what I do. I can't be talking about no pimping and move every time a promoter texts me, you know what I'm saying, for 50. I mean, I don't even want to say prices, but under $1,000. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that nigga offer me 50, get the fuck off my phone, bro. Lose my number. Don't never call me again. Don't call me for 50 shit.
And just
it costs $50 to get in my whip and drive anywhere. The fuck you telling me?
And no matter who try to book me, it's always extra to my grind. It's not like, hey, you saved my life or I need it. Like, it's just like, appreciate that. I do appreciate the bookings, but it's not a need. It's a just, I love this shit, so I'm gonna come do that shit too.
How do you feel about Instagram comedians?
Instagram comedians, I mean, the game changed. You know, I read the book,
did it.
Who Moved My Cheese, and it's just part of the game. But, you know, salute to them, how they getting it business-wise, they getting it because it changed. But at the same time, you know what I'm saying, like, it only, you know what I'm saying, you do get exposed. You know what I'm saying? A lot of, you know, they get a lot of exposure, but when you get on stage talking, you do get exposed. You feel me? You can tell the difference between a IG comedian and a real stand-up comedian when you go to a show. But guess what? You, as a real stand-up comedian, you can go rip that shit. They still gonna want a picture with this IG comedian.
Always.
People just want to.
But my thing is, to me, like they can put it on it. So like, if you come from Facebook, you're a Facebook comedian, IG comedian. So we in the comedy club, so we real comedians. But nigga, a comedian is a comedian. Any nigga get up on that stage and tell jokes, nigga. The first night you get up that bitch and you got balls enough to get up there and tell jokes.
Comedians, you get paid to tell jokes. Right. You feel me? Like, but a lot of people, they do. There is some motherfuckers that put comedian in their status and they ain't even got motion on the internet. You feel me? They just be posting funny shit. I had to give you a shout out, bro, for always being positive and supportive.
Thank you, brother. A lot
All
of
Black Comedy Show, and just like, I mean, it's an honor to have a comedian that I seen do comedy on TV do my show.
Yeah, and I ain't
Before I
gonna
started.
cheat you. You hear me?
Yeah.
Like when you hire me to do something, come do it. And you know what I'm saying? Then he was like, man, drink all the liquor you want. Hey, give my money first. I've been through this already. Get me drunk and be like, hey, I ain't got you.
Yeah, hey, let me holler at you.
Hey,
But I can say that I'm proud. All Black Comedy Show, we celebrated 5 years. We ain't never dick not nan comedian over. Can't nobody say they ain't got paid. You know, we pay the comedians, the bartender, the motherfucking cameraman. Everybody get their money. We don't fuck around with people's money.
No, they don't.
You know, all Black Comedy Show, Shackk Fords, we always pay our debts.
Yes,
You
sir.
feel me?
And you good at that. You've been always a good
Yeah.
businessman, bro.
Yeah, I ain't in it for no shiesty ass, you know what I'm saying?
Couple of dollars
Try to
here.
get a nigga over some hundreds when we trying to make thousands.
And you know what I don't know, when like me having a nickname in the game, you know what I was out here fighting over and getting in all that trouble for? $25 and $50. I just like, man, niggas ain't gonna keep shorting me. Then like that $25, $50 start spilling over into the $100. So I just start cracking heads. That shit flew around the game before it can even get back. Like that shit with bad news will beat you back home.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like nigga, tell him why he hit you. Don't be like nigga. You know you try to short that man $100. That nigga got a family to feed, newborn son and shit. He got to buy Pampers and shit. But you short him $100. He way over there, nigga. Take that.
Support
Yeah,
comedians.
Go get stitches, bitch.
Support Black comedians. You don't know what we go through for real. When I first started this shit, I don't know, like fuck that. They don't exist no more. But you remember Fat Comedy?
Yeah, Pet Comedy. They fucked over Zoo.
They wrote.
And that was the end of their demise.
They wrote. They didn't. I don't know about that.
Yeah,
like, well,
Zoo told me one day.
They
And
wrote
I don't
me-
know if it's bad business or Zoo if you're not friends with them, but that's where it started.
It's all good, but they wrote me a $35 check.
$35?
Yeah.
That was that kind of money in comedy?
So
How did you even get a odd number?
check.
Yeah.
I was like,
Oh,
man.
for their business to keep it.
But I was a new comedian, so I wasn't tripping. I was happy to be getting paid because I hadn't even been doing comedy.
$35.
Yeah, but at the same time, I went to the bank to go cash that shit, right? And it was a girl I knew. She was like, "Hey, Shackk, how you doing? I heard you doing comedy." She seen my check. She was like, "Oh, you got a check right here." The bitch was $35. I was like, "Yeah, they shorted me on some shit."
Yeah, you can't say nothing but that.
Yeah, like man.
$35.
Yeah, she was like,
that shit
"You
is
ain't doing
embarrassing,
shit.
bro.
You getting paid $35, but that's where, you know what I'm saying, we start.
Then you start honing your craft and you get better so you can get your price and get what you demanded. You know what I'm saying? Because some people think it's a game. When you tell them $1,500 and $2,500 all in, I don't need you for nothing. Just send me my deposit. I'm gonna get my own plane ticket. I'm gonna get my own hotel. I'll be there. Time enough for the show. I'll be at the show like an hour, half an hour early, sitting in the club. You know what I'm saying? Because I had a nigga short me one time sitting in the parking lot, and I came in the club. He was like, "Nigga, you late." I was like, "Nigga, I was in the parking lot, bro, watching people come in here." You know what I'm saying? So
Just
people
looking
play
for
that
a way
game.
to not pay you.
Nah, he paid me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he paid me. Yeah, he paid me. He knew
I
it
ain't
was
never
good.
had no run-ins about no money though, neither.
Yeah, some people don't trip about it, man, but some niggas don't understand. It's shiesty niggas out here. That's the niggas I want to avoid, and I meditate to stay out their way. I don't want to do no shows when you shiesty like that, man. You gotta, and you got a known rep for it. That's bad to me, bro. You keep doing it, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I'm cool. I would start naming names, but it'll be for some more shit, and then we'll be into some more gangster shit, and some niggas ain't gonna be able to interview because they fucked up.
It's all dog. It's all good, dog. But you ain't never been no hater. You always been.
I ain't got the hate. I got everything I want. I'm blessed in life. 2 beautiful kids. Ain't none of them retarded. They got 10 fingers, 10 toes.
That's good
I'm
shit.
happy. That made my dick work.
You feel me?
You know what I'm talking about? Everybody happy. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Nah, like, hey, nah. I want to get into some other shit though. For real, how you just said your kids. You
Yeah,
know what I'm
that's
saying? They
motivating.
But like for real, like people be like, you can't say this. Your kid's gonna be fucked up. Like I used to say, babies are ugly or shit like that before I had kids. I mean, your kid's gonna look like you or whoever you fucked.
Right.
It ain't no mystery.
You do.
If your kids don't look like you, get a blood test, my nigga. For real, they ain't yours.
I knew my kids was, I could tell by shit that my kids did. Like him, being sarcastic as fuck, and he was around me since he was an arm baby.
Yeah.
Like, I ain't know shit about kids, but he was with me every day around all the shit I do. My cousin used to smoke cigarettes. I could come in the living room here and there with a cigarette in his mouth. Like my oh yeah, I gotta get him away from this nigga. You know what I'm saying? He had the cigarette the wrong end, all the ashes in his mouth.
Oh, well, the cigarettes didn't stun his growth. This nigga damn near 6 feet, ain't he?
He taller than a motherfucker. He tall like his mama. You know I used to chop down trees.
Oh, yeah.
You know my thing. You know them BMF days were some good days.
You know what I'm talking about? How you gonna talk about his mama like that, man?
He the trophy of this shit.
Oh, man.
That nigga here, you know what I'm saying?
I wish
He could have been an abortion. He could have been sliding down 285.
You keeping it too real with this man.
That's my dog. He know us. Nah, nigga, I fought for you. I had 18 abortions before you. Shit, I got to have one. Yeah. I'm like, none of
abortions, how many baby mamas do you in there?
Probably about 3. That's all I would have filed for taxes purposes.
3? Alright, that ain't that reckless. That's respectful.
Nigga, I was reckless, young. Well, I used to pop condoms because I was in shape and shit back then.
Yeah.
I thought that's what that meant. I don't know. Damn rubbers from the clinic could take anybody out.
Oh, you talking about them lifestyles?
Man, whatever, them colorful shits.
Yeah.
Them shits made for party balloons for kids' parties.
Tuxedos.
We got a lot of history, Shackk. A lot of people don't know. We tore that road up. We was going to get it. We drove down to Florida. Me, you, and Smoke, we did a whole documentary that's on YouTube.
Shackk Comedy All Stars.
Shackk Comedy All Stars. Went down there.
I made a DVD.
Yeah.
Remember that?
You damn sure did.
Lil Duval said.
Yeah.
They got me on there. I think it was on his joke when he was talking about I got my file on me.
And that's how bad my luck is. All of us sitting together. Nigga, the camera don't even get me. We sitting there laughing together. You remember that shit? I was like, how the fuck I don't make Shackk All Star? That's when I had dreads and my shit was all the way up. I had the stocky cap on and shit.
Front row. That's what
This shit
people
crazy,
don't know about comedy too. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's not as mystical to you after you do comedy. You feel me? Because, like, you know what I'm saying? If you watch Def Jam, people that you would recognize sitting in the front row. You feel me? Like other comedians. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they got the support.
Yeah. From like Cool Bubba Ice.
They was sitting in the front row, Def Jam.
Yeah, you remember he was on
Cool Bubba Ice,
Adele set.
holy shit.
Yeah.
Damn.
Shout out to Cool Bubba Ice, man.
Yeah.
Cool Bubba Ice gonna talk his shit and do his shit.
He a
no
father
matter
too.
what.
He raises.
My nigga be hustling.
Yeah, he's still probably selling
That nigga
DVDs.
be on the motherfucking road, nigga. Cool Bubba Ice, get it. What's up, my nigga?
He a road warrior.
Yeah.
And he wear the same outfit, so he should be rich by now. That jacket and that little shirt to match the jacket for the shit that hang up in New York outside the little bodegas. I know where you got your shit from, Cool Bub. I saw it.
Hey man, Cool Bubba Ice, he cool as fuck, but he ain't trying to win best dressed though.
Nah, true. Like, but it's just like, you know, speaking of that, when you talk about like white and black comedies, white rooms and black comedy rooms, you doing both? Or you just stick to what you know?
Oh, I stick to what I know. I do this shit to entertain black folks. I don't want people laughing at me. I want them laughing with me. You feel me? I like all black comedy show. I like, you know, this shit is cultural. I like people when I can say a random movie line and they laugh and get it. You feel me? Like if I say, bitch, if you die, I'ma kill you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They get it. They know what the fuck I'm talking about.
Yes, sir. I turning, nigga.
You dig? I'm not the comedian that's trying to cross over. It's a lot of comedians that's trying to cross over, please the, you know what I'm saying, the other side, trying to be mainstream. All black comedy show, this ain't what that is. You know what I'm saying? We ain't trying to cross over to nothing. All black comedy show, unapologetically black. Come fuck with us. You feel me?
Yes, sir. I mean, you got your own bag. You know?
You know what I'm talking about? I'm here,
you
you know, my comedy, my show, my art, I do this shit to liberate others. You know, I'm bold with what I do. I want somebody to see me doing my thing, see my brand, and just be like, damn, that's bold. Like, you know, encourage them something, trigger something in them to be great.
Yeah.
You dig?
I understand that, brother.
You know?
Hey, somebody got to motivate them.
Somebody gotta talk this shit, man.
So when you first came in the game, was you hazed? You know what comedians haze each other.
Haze,
And niggas continue to still haze each other.
nah, I mean, haze, I mean, it's subjective. When I came around, I was a new comedian, not a new nigga.
Yeah.
You feel me? So niggas know who to try. You know, but I still put my work in. You know, I went on the road. Like when I came, I was a new comedian with a car. So when you're a new comedian with a car, you automatically get work. So you feel me? Like if you want to take that as a haze, but I was still studying and getting my chops up. You feel me? So I'm on the road with, well, you know, I did road work. You know what I'm saying? Early with Carlos. You know, the Coke and Smoke tour we did, that's unofficial, but that's what we named it, you feel me?
Coke and Smoke. So
Yeah,
who was doing the Coke?
Nah, Carlos just drink Coke and smoke.
Oh,
That's all was going
soda.
on the tour.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So all he was doing is
go to
just,
commercial. Huh?
Yeah, we gotta clear that up. So Carlos would just be drinking his, you know, Coke, you know what I'm saying?
Coke and a black and mild.
Coca-Cola.
And a black and mild.
Yeah, black
Drink
and
a whole
mild.
case of soda by itself.
Yeah, and freestyling the whole for a fucking hour.
Yeah, him and Smoking on them. I edited a little
fucking
video.
hour, you know what I'm saying? Hours. Like that nigga is automatic.
He
with it.
deserved to be where he be.
You know, so I put in my work driving Carlos around like, you know what I'm saying, like he was Bumpy Johnson, you know what I'm saying? You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
You know how Frank Lewis drove, you know, he was Bumpy Johnson, I was Frank Lewis.
Yeah, you next to him,
so
right?
we just went city to city, titty to titty, you know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm talking
That's
about.
what me and Carlos did it, you know what I'm
This
saying?
comedy game fun as shit, man.
Yeah, that nigga done been to my house. You know, I'm driving through, you know, Florida, right, in 75. I live right off the highway, you know, we done been, had to pull up on my mom and daddy, you feel me?
I've been there, and I was proud of you. I knew you was a different
Yeah.
type of dude
Yeah.
when your mother and father still together. You know what I'm saying? Got each other back. I was like, oh, this a family man. Mm-hmm. And your dad cool. He shooting the shit. I see where you get your shit from.
Yeah,
You know
you
what I'm
feel
saying?
me?
Cool as in the
It
motherfucker.
ain't many comedians that met my parents, both of them. You, Smoke, Carlos,
Yeah.
and was it Katrina?
Katrina Polk was with her because we hazed the shit out of her that day. Mm-hmm. She was talking shit, trying to get in on our conversation. We was like, shut up and drive.
She was going to
like nobody let her chime in.
Talking
You can't
shit.
have no opinion amongst three assholes.
Yeah. She was out.
She wanted to drive that joint off a cliff, didn't she?
She had to take it.
We was getting into it too. Assholes.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't carpool with us.
Smoke Dog, he came to my house and put on a comedy show. You know what I'm talking
Yeah,
about?
Smoke outgoing like a motherfucker. He gonna
Smoke
win.
was out comedy. He was the outgoing, man. That nigga straight comedy. Every time you just see Smoke Dog, he talking about Mr. Johnny. I'm from the country too. I go out there and jump on that tractor too. I ain't lying. You know how
That's how
Smoke is.
Smoke is,
Yeah. Smoke had my whole family laughing.
I'm proud of him
They
too.
still be asking about me.
We came a long ways, boy. Long ways. You know what I'm saying? There's some crazy. You take it way back, yeah.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? But
Hey,
that's-
Carlos don't even know, you know what I'm saying? Now, like, for real, I gotta just let Carlos know. When we did the Coke and Smoke tour, I ain't even had no insurance on my car, nigga.
Hey, you was where you was supposed to be.
Yeah,
You gonna get there how you get there.
You feel me?
Ain't nobody. Why you asking all them questions, man?
I'll
The
never
police
let
ain't
no
ask no
insurance
questions.
stop me from working with legends. You know what I'm talking about?
Nigga, we made our insurance cards on the goddamn computer. You know, I'm one of them guys. I can make fake check stubs to get your apartment. Oh shit! Ah man, never mind. That's old.
You a fool, though.
Yeah, you gotta be creative out here. If you want it, you go get it. As long as you drive safe, you know what I'm saying? You don't need that in case shit.
Real shit. Shout out to Tyler Craig, too, man.
Rest in peace, Tyler Craig, my favorite fucking comedian in the comedy game. I rock with you,
That's
man. Your
what the
name
fuck
live
I'm
on and go
talking
strong,
about.
brother.
Tyler Craig. I did a show with him one night in Snellville. Featured for him. I was doing my thing. I was driving. You know, you get work because you got a car, right? Mm-hmm. But he's still my dog. You know what I'm saying? He fucked with me. I got arrested that night. Like, we got pulled over. I went to jail. The police was like, the police recognized.
Tyler.
Yeah.
He got that
It was
gift.
like, Tyler Perry. He was like, nah, he wear the dress, I wear the dreads. I'm Tyler Craig. He said that exactly. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, my insurance was lapped. I got locked up. You know what I'm
After a
saying?
good joke like that, the nigga still locked you up?
Man, it still locked me up, man.
White cop, black cop.
Yeah, it was,
A black
I'm
cop
saying.
because he knew Tyler. Tyler's a beast, bro.
you're right.
Yeah.
It was a black cop. But, I mean, he had to do what he had to do. After they run your shit, then, you know.
Yeah, I've been through that.
Yeah, I don't act like I'm a victim in no situation.
Yeah, they don't ask you too many
You
questions.
either a
after that.
man or a victim. You can't be both.
Nah.
You feel
They
me?
told you caught in there.
Yeah, they told me shit. You know what I'm saying? Then Timo, you feel me? This one I was out in these streets.
That nigga
Before I was
petty,
married,
that's
nah.
a petty thief there.
Oh man.
That nigga stole all the jewelry off my bathroom counter one day. And I was like, bro, don't nobody even know where I stay at.
It's
Don't
all
nobody
good.
even be up here. I was like, you petty as
That's
fuck,
when I
young
just
boy.
had started doing
Then you
comedy.
gonna go try to sell my rings to another comedian and his peoples,
Yeah.
and they came and told me because I was like, all right, I'm gonna spare this nigga.
But he still deny that shit to this day.
Nah, he had to deal with the circumstances and situation at hand on site. Ask Smoke about it.
Timo say,
He lucky, boy. It was broad daylight. All I saw was darkness.
oh man,
Yeah, he lucky, man.
okay.
Shout out to him. He probably don't even do comedy no more though.
He and
But yeah, I just don't like niggas that steal. You can ask me,
got
I'll give you
kids.
anything.
You know,
Yeah. Work at Kroger's and shit.
well, he did some non-player shit one time. This
Well, add to
over a
the
decade
story. I
ago.
just
This
thought it
when
would
I
be-
first started doing comedy. We had the comedy club. We had Uptown one night, and Timo said, "Hey, Shackk, you can take me home." And I was like, "Shit, nigga, my license fucked up, nigga. I need to go straight home where I'm going." Then he started acting all sad, like, "Oh man, it's fucked up." I was like, you know, just a good nigga in me, you know what I'm saying? Because comedy, I treat niggas like my brother. I ain't gonna be in my niggas' face and not really fuck with them.
Yeah.
So, me, I went against my better judgment. Like, all right, dog, I'll take you home. You did too much, dog.
Yeah.
So, but I still got out the shit. You feel me?
As you should.
You know.
Hey, man, you're an asshole for a reason, not for a season, you hear me?
Yeah, you dig. You know what I'm saying?
God damn Timo, man.
Yeah, it's all good.
May you rest in peace, man. You'd have performed all over the city. You was talking about places like Throwback, Uptown Comedy Corner when it was on Marietta Street. What's one of your favorite clubs to perform in Atlanta?
In Atlanta, my favorite clubs, like, other than my show, I ain't even gonna lie, I like the old Uptown that was on Marietta Street, bro. I done had some classic nights. But
Yeah, that's where I first got
I
banged.
ain't even gonna fucking lie, though. I used to go in that bitch and
I call that like the
tear
cafeteria
that
setting.
motherfucker up, like.
One level. Willie Robo got the fighting in there too.
I ain't gonna lie, man. When I first got to be known at Uptown, like I just was doing guest spots and being me, man. I never got into the owners or the promoters' face. I got booked just from doing me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I remember the first time I did Shoulder to Shoulder had Sundays, right? When I
Yeah.
started. And you know what I'm saying? Like they had the open mic portion there. And you know, niggas was bombing left and right and shoulder to shoulder. You know how the host had got the liberty to shit on niggas when niggas bomb and shit like that. You feel me? So it was my turn to go. Shoulder to shoulder ain't know me. Smoke had sent me up there. I remember that. You know what I'm saying? So shoulder to shoulder, somebody had bombed. He was like, yeah, these new niggas, you know what I'm saying? They, you know how shoulder said, kind of trash. Like, we gotta get through these new niggas. This next nigga, I don't know him either. That's my shoulder to shoulder impression.
What's my name?
You know what I'm saying? But still, they still love shoulder to shoulder in that bitch. You know, that was his
He
night.
calmed down a lot now.
Yeah. But, you know, shoulder to shoulder, like, the nigga, I don't even know him either, but get up for Shackk DD. You know what I'm saying? So I came up there.
What
I
an
was
intro.
tripping on that. That nigga didn't know me. I didn't, you know, I know who he was, but we ain't had no report like that. Bro, I went up there. I killed that shit. Nigga shouted was like, damn, dog, good shit. Like, I wouldn't even give you a fucked up intro if I knew you was gonna do it like that. And it was cool. Me and Shawty been cool there since, but it is part of the game. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, true.
But you know, I appreciate that. But like,
That's a part of the hazing.
and I was learning this just cause of how I host. I ain't that nigga that feel like nigga, you gotta go through everything I went through. I don't even feel like that. Just cause a nigga gave me a fucked up intro, bro. When I'm hosting, bro, I'm gonna put respect on your name. It's up to you to lose.
And I try to tell these young punks that when I come up, bro, it's different. I'm something special. Don't treat me like I'm a regular, because I hate your open mic setting, so your mind state is in an open mic setting when you host. You seen this brother on this, everybody get the same intro. Get the fuck out of here, man.
Yeah.
Be original. Like, you know what I'm saying? And like, I respect a brother like you for not putting the young comedians through whatever you went through, because they treat the young comedians like shit. You ain't seen this brother on absolutely nothing.
Nah.
But he here tonight. He may tickle your funny bone, or y'all may break his jawbone. Like, you know what I'm saying? Crazy ass intros.
Yeah.
Shit like that. Don't bring a nigga up to lose.
But I never had to like shit on somebody to make myself look good. Like, you know, my philosophy of a comedy show is like everybody's supposed to be funny. I want everybody to
And these niggas need to be in a comfortable setting.
You know what I'm talking about? And it's like, even when comedy, I don't like the fact that certain headliners like to have a whack ass feature on purpose.
Yeah. And then like people like me being a hot feature and a hot commodity, I often get kicked off of shows. You know, there's only
it
so
be
many
like that.
times you can keep ripping, or you can pull a standing ovation and they be like, Well, you don't need me anymore. Go out there and be the best you can. This here's my audience.
Yeah, that shit pretty weak though, man.
Yeah.
Like for real, if you a bad motherfucker, you gonna be a bad motherfucker no matter what happens in front of you.
Regardless.
You know, and you know what I'm
I hate
saying.
whack ass features, bro. We used to laugh at them niggas when they come to Uptown. Laugh them niggas up out of that bitch.
I done seen plenty of nights at Uptown Comedy Corner on Marietta Street with my own eyes, where the club will fly niggas in from the West Coast to bomb out here, and then they'll call a local comedian to come up and clean up the work. I done seen that. That's
because
that
niggas was
bullshit.
looking through the agencies and management, and that was the old days. Like when COVID hit, now it's like, nah, nigga, you don't got no following. You can't eat here. You ain't bringing nobody with you, nigga. We booking these Instagram niggas that got a following and people coming to see them.
Let me tell you something else, how I was jaded when I came in the comedy game. 2010, you know what I'm saying, when however any comedian start comedy, you know what I'm saying, I came in with that notion that like the funniest rise to the top. You see what I'm saying? I'm just like, oh, this shit all about being funny. But that's like, funny is half the battle. Like, funny mean a lot to comedians. When you're a comedian, it matters that you funny to other comedians and other people. Outside of that, it's about selling tickets. You feel me?
You gotta.
So that's why I'm in this shit to be great. So I gotta do both. I can't be like, oh well, I'm funny. Ain't nobody coming to see me. Like that's why I sell tickets too. You know what I'm talking about? Motherfucking all black comedy show. You know what I'm saying? If you great at something, good at something, don't do it for free, my nigga. Let them pay. They'll come to pay. Set yourself on fire. They'll pay to come see you burn, my nigga. So do that.
Fuck
man.
you, pay me.
You know what I'm saying? And keep yourself together. My thing is, like, I know a lot of
Stand up for your business too, man.
from starting doing comedy. I know a lot of dope ass comedians, fun ass comedians that did, you know what I'm saying, TV and all that shit. But like in life, you know what I'm saying, they really ain't that nigga. They funny as fuck on stage, but in life, like, they sad clowns. I never got in this shit to be a sad motherfucking clown. Like, get on stage, rip that bitch, but when you go back to your regular life, you just cry and
Sitting in the fucking corner,
ain't nothing moving for you.
contemplating hanging yourself.
Never wanted to be that.
Yeah, me neither.
I don't want no part of that.
I'm all around. I love this shit. That's why I'm happy.
You gotta be
with
firing
myself.
on all cylinders.
Yeah, and a lot of niggas think like, a nigga like me, I done had everything. I got everything I want. And my key thing I wanted was through all of this shit, I wanted my peace. I wanted my peace.
That's what a lot of men don't value enough, they peace.
Yeah, man. I wanted my peace. I got tired of the nagging assholes getting stabbed. I don't even want to play them games no more. You know what I'm saying? Getting put out, you trusting them. Or they cheating with the next nigga, like, you know what I'm saying? Nigga been through a lot of
shit.
Hell yeah. Drug through the mud, you hear me?
Yeah.
Lost a little blood, but I'm still here. You know what I'm
talking about?
saying?
Your heart's still pumping.
Hey, and I get to see my trophy turn 18. Brothers own liquor stores, brothers own car shops.
Yup.
You know what I'm saying? You got like 2 sets of twins.
Came up around black men that was running businesses.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
So how could you ever lose?
You know, I'm a real black man. I don't, you know what I'm saying? I'm here. You know, I was raised with a mama and daddy. You know what I'm saying? My daddy, you know, just hard working people. I don't come from money. I just come from realness. You know, my dad had a long landscaping business, and you know, he's a real mechanic and had other skills and drove a school bus so he can have benefits.
Multiple stream of income.
Multiple stream of
And that's
income.
what a lot of comedians need too. You need the benefits of the game. That's why I tell all of the young brothers, start your business and get you some insurance and shit. Cause like we getting older, we ain't getting no younger. All the nights of partying and rubbers busting and you making kids you can't afford to take care of and shit like that. It catch up with you. You know what I'm saying? That should kill you when you can't afford it.
Yeah.
So you know what I'm saying? How your little something stashed away. You should never just be broke. Nothing
Exactly,
should,
man.
Nothing should never not be in your pocket, man.
Yeah, we ain't supposed to be just struggling through this
Yeah,
shit.
always been to touch at least $5,000.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about?
If that's your motto, you might want to touch 10, you might want to touch a $500,000, whatever's in your junk. I don't know what's in your wallet, but keep your stash. You know what I'm saying? You're trying to fall on my ass. I got 2. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You got to stay up, man. It's a
I
fucking
don't
marathon.
do holy socks and holy draws.
Nah, hell no.
Of this comedy interview 101 with comedian Fredo Davis with our special guest today, Shackk Double D, and the Double D stands for a double dose of this pimping. Get you some.
And it's going down like a fat bitch with no knees. The ultimate man with the ultimate plan. And if you listen to me, you'll be eating out the palm of my motherfucking hand. You know what I'm talking about?
Talk that shit. You heard it here first. 101 with comedian Fredo Davis, man. Shackk, honor and a pleasure to have you stop through and drop some mental jewels on the people and myself as my young son out there listening and soaking up some of the game. If he ain't on the internet or Twitter looking at, them things, them chicken wings from Magic City.
Yeah, well, it's always a treat when Shackk Double D and Fredo Davis meet. You know what I'm talking about? All Black Comedy Show for the record and the motherfucking money. We doing this shit every motherfucking 2 weeks. I'm trying to turn this bitch into a mega church. Come out and fuck with me. All Black Comedy Show.
Tell them the address.
Inviting everybody to the cookout wasn't working. So All Black Comedy Show, come fuck with us, man. We being black, we being great, we having fun. And you know what I'm saying? We living our dreams, my nigga.
That's right. Rest in peace to the greats, because you played a video the other day. Saw Dirty South getting down at your
fucking love Dirty South.
Rest in peace, Dirty South. Jay Renee, keep on living, keep your head above water.
Shout out to Jay, man.
Yeah, and rest in peace to goddamn Skull Bubble.
Skull Bubble. Put
Understand me?
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, Tyler
Fucks
Craig.
with him. Tyler Craig.
Marcus Combs.
Marcus
We lost a lot of people, bro, in 1 year.
Like, Combs, man. I don't want to leave nobody out, dog. No, hosting. Thank you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? We
Who
don't
else
want
on
to leave
that
nobody
wall?
out.
Big Rome.
Yeah, Big Rome.
And we just lost Clay Grand Hustle over there.
Clay Grand Hustle, man.
Put on
Teddy Ray.
Teddy Ray,
Teddy Ray, the dude that was found dead in the pool, right?
Yeah, he a Cali comedian.
Yeah, he was.
You know what I'm saying? But still, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to the brother, man.
Yeah,
Everybody
rest in peace to them brothers. David Arnold too, because he had
David Arnold, man.
two Netflix specials, bro. He was on the rise, and I couldn't even understand where that came from.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? The brother did it right.
Comedians, you gotta take care of yourself, man. Eating them chicken wings and fries every weekend, man.
Yeah,
no matter how much you love lemon pepper wings, man, sometimes a nigga just gotta eat some vegetables.